The other day I went onto Instagram and I saw that Sean Tucker and Simon Baxter had asked ChatGPT to roast their YouTube channel. I found the results pretty funny and I thought it would be interesting to do the same for my channel. Now, to give ChatGPT some credit, some of its responses are pretty accurate, but there is a few that I'd like to challenge. Now, I don't know how Sean and Simon did theirs because they got a beautiful synopsis of their channel, whereas I got bullet points, but actually that works pretty well for the theme of this video. So let's begin. Titles that whisper instead of shout. Your titles are like gentle waves lapping on a Scottish loch. I quite like that. It's pretty mindful. They're serene, but they need to slap like a Highland gale. It's difficult when it comes to titles because there's a fine line between saying what the video is about, doing clickbait, and trying to be authentic. But I guess YouTube is a machine, so I guess this is an accurate point in many ways. Energy level, Scottish rain. Your content has the calm vibe of a cosy tea break, but YouTube loves a bit of oomph. Bring in some energy. Get as hyped about that fog rolling in as if it's a Loch Ness monster photobombing your shot. When I began YouTube, I was so excitable. I used to run around and film videos and just get so excited by like the tiniest of things. The last few years my content has become a bit more subdued. There's not been quite as much excitable energy in it. And as a result, I have noticed that the viewers have dipped quite significantly, which is a shame because I feel in the modern day world that we need a little bit more of this calm and tranquility. And it's something that I really like to get through in my videos because I guess it's something that we don't always see. But there is this very energetic, excitable side to me that, like I say, used to make my videos. I've been struggling to channel that energy in recent years, but it is starting to come back. So yeah, that's a very valid point there in some ways. I guess it's balance. Calm and tranquility, balance, excitement and adventure. Social media butterfly syndrome. Consistency is key. If your upload schedule is as unpredictable as the Scottish weather, your audience will drift like mist on the moors. Commit to regular uploads so viewers know when to tune in. Yeah, again, I used to post videos every week and I've started doing that again the last couple of months. Last year I just got so overwhelmed with everything that was going on. I was juggling far too many things and I got burnt out. So I had to step back and as a result my content was quite sporadic and all over the place. I think that happened once a couple of years ago as well when I was struggling a little bit with my mental health. So I get that consistency is key. It's good to be uploading regularly and that's something that I'm starting to do again. So hopefully if I redo this maybe in 6 months' time, ChatGPT will be saying something different. Scotland's calmest hype woman. Your channel feels like a scenic lullaby. I mean, to me that sounds quite beautiful. Are we here to marvel at the landscape or take a nap? A bit harsh. That's a bit harsh. Crank up the excitement. Sell us Scotland like it's the last slice of shortbread at a Highland gathering. It's funny because that's my old content, going around showing the beauty of Scotland, and then I stopped doing it for quite a few reasons. Maybe it's something I need to reconsider again. Sometimes I do really miss those adventures of going to these islands and epic lighthouses and all these kind of things. I think this year I'm just going to be open to opportunities. If the opportunities arise to do a bit more travelling, then maybe I will. Visual drama. Where art thou? You're a photographer. Your thumbnail should explode with drama. Where's the jaw-dropping contrast and eye-popping colour? Make them impossible to ignore. Subtlety is for gallery exhibitions, not YouTube thumbnails. If you look back through my YouTube videos, there's quite a few that I feel are quite poppy, drama-filled. But I can see, like, when I look at some of the thumbnails that some other creatives use, such as Gavin Hardcastle, for example. I love his thumbnails. They're always such good quality and hold so much vibrancy. There's a lot to kind of learn there. Monologues in the mist. The heartfelt solo reflections are lovely, but what about some interaction? Collaborations, challenges, or quirky experiments could spice things up. Imagine trying 24 hours in the wilderness with just a camera and a haggis. It's so interesting. There's a number of things in this that I've been contemplating in recent weeks, and that I've actually already filmed or started to film videos around. And one of that is this month I'm going out every day with my camera and creating an image. So I guess it's like a January photo challenge. So the challenge element is something that I'm starting to incorporate into the channel. Collaborations is an interesting one. I would really like to do more collaborations. I think it's something that I've always felt like there's been a barrier because of my location. So I live in the northeast of Scotland, and the vast majority of photographers that also do YouTube in the UK tend to be based in England, although of course many of them do come up to Scotland now and again. And the ones in Scotland tend to be on the islands, mainly Harris and Lewis. Now there's no reason why I can't travel a bit more and team up with people, and there's no reason why other photographers can't come here and we can collaborate as well. So it's something I would like to incorporate more into my channel moving forward. Philosophy or photography? Sometimes it feels like your videos are trying to solve the meaning of life instead of teaching photography. Less brooding over existential lighting, more how to crush landscape shots like a boss. Oh, this is a really difficult one for me because I am genuinely really interested in philosophy. Religious, moral and philosophical studies and then philosophy on its own were two things that I studied in the last 2 years of being at school, and they were some of my favourite subjects. I just loved pondering the meaning of life and why we're here and how the world works, and I think photography gives me a tool to ponder these things, as well as psychological concepts and spiritual topics. You know, it's part of my nature. And I think, apart from a couple of other channels, like Sean Tucker's very good at this, philosophy is not something many people speak about in the photography space. And I don't know, it's difficult trying not to like play to this algorithm like it recommends here. How to crush landscape shots like a boss. Like that's not the language that I would use. Like I don't go around saying, let's crush or let's be a boss. But I understand how that would attract people's attention. So this is one of the issues that I'm having with the ChatGPT here. It's giving me some fantastic suggestions and some pretty harsh truths. But some of the things that it's doing here, I feel, is trying to box us all in to the same thing. You know, if everybody uploaded the same videos with the same thumbnails and the same titles, it's just the same thing being repurposed over and over again. And I know many YouTube photographers have spoken about this recently. How do you be authentic and different in a world where you have to play to this algorithm and use titles like this to gain attention on your videos? It's a difficult one. I don't know how you get around that. But philosophy is a big part of my life, so sorry AI, but I don't think I'll be getting rid of that anytime soon. Uploading like it's a hobby, not a hustle. Hustle culture. A lot of controversy around that just now, whether it's healthy. Your upload schedule is as consistent as the weather in Scotland. If you want to build a community, give the people what they want. Regular content, even if it's just a quick Scottish sunset snack series. Scottish sunset snack series. Recently, I have been going out into nature and eating a lot on location, as you may have seen in my videos. Maybe this is something I could do around photography. Going out, watching the sunset and eating a different snack every week. An idea? What do you think? Would you be interested in something like that? I'm actually seriously considering that. Too nice for your own good. Now this one I can relate to. Your videos are soothing and thoughtful. I like that. Soothing and thoughtful. But YouTube thrives on bold personalities. Let's see some fiery opinions. Declare war on HDR overuse or rally against selfie sticks, ruining scenic views. Now, it really does have a point here. I love the fact that it says that I'm soothing and thoughtful. They're qualities that I quite like to embody. But I know that I am too good? Oh my God, no. Too nice for my own good. I'm an Aries. We're meant to be bold, we're meant to be fiery, we're meant to be out there. I think my hairdo that I did last year is starting to tap into that boldness. But I know I definitely lack it at times on this channel. And if I'm honest, in recent days I've been writing down video ideas that are a bit more opinionated. And by opinionated, I don't mean that I'm rallying against stuff like it's suggesting here and declaring war on selfie sticks. But there's things in the photography world that I've noticed that I feel would be good, given that I have a platform like this, to voice, in the hope that it'll bring positive change to the areas where I feel there is some issues. I've always felt a little bit reluctant to be more opinionated because I've been afraid of the backlash from that. But I mean, it's right. If you look at a lot of the YouTube channels that do well, people stand for something, they fight for something, they really believe in something. And although I believe in what I'm doing, I don't feel like I am putting as much boldness and maybe fight into that as I could be. So maybe it's time to channel my Aries energy, be more bold and offer some more opinions. Let me know in the comments, would that be something you'd be interested in? Where's the struggle content? Photographers love to see the grit behind the glamour. I wouldn't say I was particularly glamorous. Where's the video of you trudging through knee-deep mud for the perfect shot? People want to know the pain that goes into the beauty. This is interesting because this Sunday I'm uploading a video where I'm cycling through mud to get to my local loch to do photography. So I guess I'm already starting to put that in. It's like AI's reading my mind. I'll leave that with you. Sleepy Scottish Saga. Your channel has the energy of a foggy morning on the moors. It's serene, but we're here to feel inspired, not snooze. Can we get some excitement? Maybe a Highlands hustle dance to celebrate a great shot. Well, if you'd like to see a photographer dancing in nature, I'd highly recommend checking out Courtney Victoria's channel. In all honesty though, I do enjoy dancing in nature, just not on camera. Maybe one day. Thumbnails designed by Mother Nature, but she forgot boldness. Mother Nature's not always bold, is she? Yes, your thumbnails are gorgeous, but YouTube doesn't reward subtlety. Fair point. Bold text, eye-popping colours and a touch of drama. You're in Scotland, not a minimalist art gallery. I guess Scotland is a very bold country. A lot of history, very bold landscapes. I get it. Vibe check. Too peaceful. You're calm, thoughtful and introspective. Yes, that's definitely qualities I possess. But YouTube audiences love a splash of chaos. Chaos. Okay. So if I go out into nature to be peaceful and mindful and to relax, where does chaos come into that? Maybe I have to show that I've come from a really chaotic place. Like I'm at home and I'm stressed and I'm anxious, and then I go out into nature and I'm like, oh. Because that is reality sometimes. What do you think? Again, let me know please. Collab? Never heard of it. You're in Scotland, a country packed with talent. Collaborate with other creators. Challenge a Scottish chef to cook while you shoot, or a historian to give you a tour while you snap away. Okay, I've been saying over the last few weeks that I'm desperate to get away and have a bit more adventure in my life again. And I've been thinking about collaborating, as I mentioned a little bit earlier, and when I think about collaborating I always think of other photographers. But this is a really good point. We have a lot of talent in Scotland, a hell of a lot of talent. In fact, it's such a creative country. How cool would it be to get a tour of like an ancient Scottish castle or an estate, or Edinburgh, which is full of so much history, by a historian or some sort of guide while I do photography. Not only would you get to see the images that I'm creating, but you'd get history at the same time. And this chef thing, it's so interesting because I have a real interest in food, what I consume, what I make, what I put into my body. And actually, to collaborate with a chef who cooks some really fresh Scottish food and we eat it out in nature, I mean, that's a great idea as well. Too much landscape, not enough personality. We get it, Scotland is stunning. But what about you? Share more of your personal story, struggles and quirks. Make people fall in love with the creator as much as the content. I find this an interesting one because I feel like I talk quite a lot about myself in my videos, but maybe I'm talking more about how beautiful a landscape is. I know I do that a lot. I go out and I go, wow, it's so beautiful. It's interesting because I've received a few comments over the years of people saying they'd rather see more of the landscape than me. So there's a bit of a contrast there, but I'd be Interested in hearing your thoughts on that as well. How do I inject more personality into my videos? What do you think? In summary, your channel is like a beautiful postcard, gorgeous but static. Add energy, spice and unpredictability and you'll go from a peaceful stroll, I love peaceful strolls, to a thrilling Highland adventure. Let's see Kim Grant, the photographic rock star. I don't know if I should share this because maybe it's a bit embarrassing. Sometimes when I'm driving in my car, and interestingly, if I'm listening to rock music, I get these visions of me out with my camera and my tripods and like singing into my camera like it's a microphone to rock songs and sometimes dancing around. And I've thought, wow, they would make really good Instagram reels. I've just never had the confidence to do it. I sometimes think when we get visions like that, it's like our subconscious mind or something, whatever we believe in, trying to show us the direction forwards, but we don't always have the confidence to pursue it. Would you like to see videos of me singing into my camera and being silly? Could be a viral idea. So there we have it. That was ChatGPT roasting my YouTube channel. There was some very valid points in there and things that I'll definitely be taking on board. Interestingly, there was some things in there which I've already implemented into the upcoming videos and that I've already been considering, but there's also things in there that I'd not thought about. So thank you, AI, for helping me a little bit. There are some things in there that I don't quite agree with, and as I mentioned a little bit earlier, it almost feels like it's trying to fit us in some ways into a box. And of course, a lot of the emotions that it's explaining there, the chaos, the franticness, the grabbing our attention. You need to grab people's attention online nowadays. But there's also room for the peaceful, more serene stuff. So maybe I need to find more of a balance between exciting adventure and peaceful tranquility. I'd be really interested in hearing your thoughts. Do you feel ChatGPT gave an accurate representation of my YouTube channel? And out of all the things I've shared here, which ones would you like to see being implemented? And let's see where my YouTube channel will go this year.